Welcome to Tiny Rails, the casual train-based game where you run a train around the world, picking up cargo, passengers, completing jobs, quests, and generally having a good time. Now this is somewhere in the mid-20s of the episodes, and last time round I was going to somewhere in Europe to pick up a cargo to go to somewhere else in Europe. I forget the names of the places I was going to, whilst I'm trying to complete the task list for Europe West, which I've almost got completed, and then I will be moving on to a new area of Europe. Vaduz. I don't know how you pronounce the name of this town, but that's where I'm going to for the quest. This is a pretty beautiful city, I've got to say. We have got the restaurant furniture loaded up. They're just finishing up now. I have to admit, as well as this is going so far, I don't trust Carter Blackwell. I understand we didn't have the best experience with his father. But if a chef as famous as Oliver James can work with him, who are we to judge? You're not wrong, Valerie. Let's just tread carefully. Onwards to Bern. Okay, apparently that's where I'm going next, is Bern. I need to click on that map to collect my reward. And apparently I've completed a job, which means I can now select another one. I'll select that one, which gets me money, because money's going to become an issue shortly. So now I need to go to Bern, which is only a couple of stops away. Oh, I need to check the market as well. This wants cups of tea. I don't have any tea. It sells aluminium beam at a relatively cheap price, but everything else is quite expensive, so I will avoid the market. And let's see what I've got left to do. I've got to travel about another 400 miles in Europe West, and I will complete the task list. Zurich isn't exactly 400 miles away. This is my current train configuration. Any gold it's got would be good. Okay, that's Zurich. Let's check the market. It has a lot of lemons, which are quite a reasonable price. So I'm going to sell the watermelons, which will give me just enough room to take all the lemons. Nothing else I've got will sell at a particularly great price. And I've completed another job, which means I can select a new one. Collect cargo from instructions. I will accept to travel to 20 cities. Okay, so off we go to Bern to finish what is probably the last quest in Europe West. Well, apparently there's something in the way. Bern is only 50 miles away. While I'm here, none of my cars are ready to level up. I've got about 16,000 in the caboose, so I'll grab that out of there as we arrive in Bern. Well, it's going to be a fine looking restaurant. Maybe we can come back once it's open. I don't know about that. It'll be pretty upscale. Pricey. Oh, good. Here's Carter Blackwell. Carter, fancy meeting you here. Oh, I'm here quite a bit. I like to ski when I've got a break between development cycles and schools. It's important to stay busy, don't you think? I'm sure it is. What can we do for you? Oliver tells me he's happy with your work. I don't really understand the youth enthusiasm, but I suppose you pulled it off in any case, so congratulations. He's asked that you earn a bit of progress and meet him at Nantes. I suppose we could do that? Let's carry some cargo, buy and upgrade stations, crew. Okay. So I need to complete the European checklist and then get to good old Nantes, which is, it's in France, is down there, so the only thing I need to do to complete the European checklist is travel a certain number of miles So travelling to there will get me the certain number of miles. It will help if I set a waypoint. And I'll check the market. They want sheep here, so they can have my sheep. And I will take their bonbons. And I would also take their tea, but I haven't got the space for their tea. But the lemons are profitable, so I'll sell them the lemons, which will take plenty of space so I can pick up the tea. And now I will depart to good old Paris. And whilst I'm on the way to Paris, okay, that car's got about half the experience it needs. That one's got about 2/5. Same with that one. Same with that one. That one's got about 1/5. That's got about 1/5. That's got, ooh, what's that? 60%. That's got about 2/5. Same with that. A lot of these cars I added to my train at the same time. So it's going to be a while before most of them level up. Oh, I'll complete another job. Always nice. Another 5,000 in gold. Completing that job, which means I can get to select a new one. Don't like any of those jobs, I'll accept that job. In case you're not aware, I always tend to try and keep 10 jobs on the go at the same time. And depending which part of the world I'm in, depends which jobs I try and keep. Now, I have now completed all the tasks for Europe West, which will grant me a brand new train and caboose. I'll open up a new factory, give me 50,000 and open up Europe South. That'll do it, crew. Just got word from Oliver that he'd like to see us in Nantes. Let's get a move on. Certainly. Europe South is now unlocked. Now, I need to check which job I just completed. Add another one. Accept that one. Now before I go to... alright, let me take a picture of the Eiffel Tower. Before I go to Nantes, I've unlocked this factory, so I'm going to go to this factory next. So I can drop off all the stuff I'm carrying that's useful as required resources for that. I am also going to adjust my train. At least I think I am, I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to put this wonderful... What the... Oh. Helps if you don't grab a car when you're moving part of the screen. I'm going to have a Union Jack caboose and an engine. And the market in Paris wants flowers. I don't have any. It does have tea, however. I want to buy the tea even though it's expensive. And yes, I've cut down my cargo capacity by changing engines. But my new engine, when I find it, that one, has plus 20 speed when equipped in Europe West, which is where I currently am. So, what the hey? We'll go a bit faster, even if I do carry a bit less cargo. Though I do like my train that carries cargo, more cargo. So I tend to frequently fill up my cargo requirements. Of course, I also got 50,000 in gold, didn't I? So I've now got 131,000, which sounds like a lot. And it is quite a lot. However, if we go back to the map, where is it? This European West depot, to open the European West depot, was going to cost me 440,000. So 130,000 may sound like a lot, may even be a lot, but it's not enough. I want more. Okay. Oh, I forgot to set a point that I'm going to come out. Okay, I'll put the steel, the tea, and the wood that I've got into this factory. And like I said, I forgot to set the point where I'm coming out. So now, I'm going to have to set a waypoint back at this factory so I can come back through it and then go to Nantes. My own fault. Silly mistake. But now my boosted speed goes up to 233 miles an hour, which is kind of nice. Time to do a bit of cleaning and repairs as well. Okay, the market in Luxembourg wants pasta, and I haven't got any of that. I will keep the stuff I've currently got, plus the stuff I just bought. I'll head back through the factory, and this time I will set a waypoint out there, so when I come out of the factory I'm going in the right direction, because I was an idiot. Anybody who knows me, that is no real surprise. And it does frustrate me at times when I do silly things. Okay, back at the factory, I'll just dump the tea I just bought into the factory. Which is nice. And I'll go on a boost to Paris. I do like the moustache on the front of this train. I completed a job. Experience for Sophia. Don't like any of those jobs. I like that one. I want the money. Oh, and I also took a photograph of the Eiffel Tower, didn't I? I've taken 37 out of a possible 101 night photographs so far. I feel like lemons or meatballs. I don't particularly want either at this point. Okay, so now we're off to meet Oliver James again. Yes, I have a choice. I can either save up my money, or I can spend it on upgrades and new carriages. And I could actually afford to add yet another car to my train. Or I could do upgrades for speed, etc. And I don't know what I want to do right now. I don't know if I want to do the upgrades or if I want to save the money and try and get the depot. Oh, there's a cow in the way. That's some free sausage. Or, to be precise, 3 free sausages. Burst of speed. Sure that in the fullness of time I will reach my destination. Oh, I get to take a photograph of something. The Botanical Gardens of Nantes. Another bit of gold, another photograph added to the collection. Excellent, you're here. Thanks for coming so quickly. You have an opportunity I think you'll be very interested in. Certainly, Mr. James. What did you have in mind? I know you're looking to expand further, and I have a lot of contracts in Europe South. I can help you get your foot in the door in that new area. Interested? Of course. Ha, that's what I like to hear. I do some banking in Andorra la Vella. Great tax rates. Need you to pick up some bonds there. I need them taken to Bilbao to help pay some restaurant real estate. Pay for some restaurant real estate. That sounds pretty serious. Oh, it is. I've been trying to get this red tape sorted out for months. It's a great location. I finally have the deal in place. Needless to say, but time is a factor. Let's make this happen quickly. You can count on us. Okay. I collect my money for the photo of the botanical gardens. Okay, and I get a reward of something. Excellent, you're hit. Well, I'll go through the same thing. Same speech. Yes. I'm not entirely sure what I just actually earned from getting to hit here. Europe Chapter 1 complete. New area unlocked, Europe South. Thought I'd already unlocked it. Right, can I go back to the logbook? Make a stop at Andorra la Vella. I can do that. I knew where it was. Where is Andorra la Vella? Any clues? Alright. Bilbao. There it is. So, we'll go that way. Which means we'll go down and across. And my task list for Europe South is level up 5 cars. That's good, I'm working on that anyway. I will get 50,000, open up Europe East and a new factory. I've got to serve 600 passengers, travel almost 9,500 miles, and buy or upgrade 30 train stations and collect gold from 50,000 gold from my cars. Okay, so what does this want? It wants casino chips. I don't have any of those. I will, however, buy the station. I'm not buying that station. Let me find cheap stations to buy. Yes, I will come back when I have more money and buy less cheap stations, but anything that's cost 1,000 or less, I will happily buy right now. Oh, Rome's cheap. I expected Rome to be that cheap. Monaco's very expensive. Lisbon. Auto. Okay, and I can also have access to Africa. What's that area called? Africa West. Its distance is 34,000 miles. Okay. So, I am going to head south into Europe South. Did visit the market, didn't I? No, I didn't. I'll sell you all my sausages. And everything you've got, I'll take. Right. Now, I'll head to Bilbao. Level up 5 cars. Well, luckily I was working on that. That one's got 500 points to go. These are a long way off. I'm kind of hoping my cargo or passenger cars are going to be leveling up as I travel through Europe South. That one will, the maglev car. These are going to take a little longer. Take the 7,000 out of the caboose. So I'm back to 130,000. Oh, plane flying overhead that's willing to drop some cargo on me. Like chickens. Time to have a speed boost. completed another job. Gets me a little more money. Do another one of those. Let me check on the experience level of my people. 43 out of 60 for Lance the accountant. It's not so bad. 25 out of 60 for Sophia. And Hank has got 4 out of 45. That one's going to take a while. But Lance, the money maker, is the one I'm currently working upon. Well, that and money. Right, here we are in good old Bilbao. The market wants those things. Casino chips. Well, I'll buy the lemons because they're on sale. I will collect the experience for Lance, completing that job. And I will accept that job, which earns me some more money. And now I will head to wherever they want me to, which was Andorra la Vella. And let me have a look at the gumball machine. It's still going to cost me about 23,000 to see what I can get by way of new cars. What the heck, let's see what I can get by way of a rare car. Another steampunk passenger car. I've got a few of those. And another WAP 4 car. I've got at least another one of those. Well, that wasn't so successful. That was not a great way to spend 23,000 to get 2 cars, which I already have. Here I am going through Spain. Okay, complete another job. Gets me another 5,000. Some of the money I've just spent back. I'll accept that job for going 621 miles. I should complete another job as I come into Andorra. I'm just curious if there's any photographs for Andorra. Photographs at all? Guess not. I'd never really considered transporting money. I hope this isn't dangerous. We'll just have to be careful. Might want to consider some security if we do this again. I would agree. I suppose being the first train through this city works in our favour though. That's pretty exciting, making history again. Absolutely. Let's get to Bilbao and get these bonds secured. Okay, well, I get a reward for getting here. I also complete a job, which means I get to do another job. Don't like any of those. I'll accept that one. I'll go to the market. They want flowers. The place I'm going wants casino chips, so I'll buy them. I'll also buy the lemons because they're cheap. Now I'll go back to Bilbao. Which is 288 miles away, and I bought 10 out of these 30 stations I need. So to buy another 20 is going to cost me at least 100,000, which is going to take most of my money, which is not ideal. Even though it, oh, actually get some flowers. Even though I will get, was it about 50,000 back for completing Europe South? It's still expensive. I'm not sure I want to expend the money just yet until I get some more. Like I said, I'm trying to save up for the depot that's in Europe West, just above Spain, because that will be extremely useful. It's well positioned and it will allow me to bring any/all of my goods that I may need from North America across to Europe easily. Not that I necessarily need too many of them, but things like iron, steel, wood was plentiful in North America, as well as hockey sticks, whereas they're less frequent or not around in a lot of Europe so far. I'm sure there will be places in Europe where I can get these things. I just can't do it right now. So here we are, arriving in Bilbao to fulfill this quest. Well done, crew. I'm so excited for this deal. Picture it, right on the river in the middle of this park. It'll make a fortune. Sorry, I'll make a fortune. Certainly a lovely spot, Mr. James. Okay, ready for more? There are 2 Portuguese bakeries I deal with for many desserts at my restaurants. I'd like you to pick up some products for me. Delicious stuff, this. Where are we headed? The first is in Porto. The second is located in Lisbon. Head to Porto first, and I'll make sure the second order is placed for Lisbon. Consider it done, Mr. James. Okay, let me collect my reward. Go to the market and drop off the casino chips. I actually made a slight profit on those. Well, I'll take the bonbons because they're cheap. And I need to set a destination of Porto, which is right over there where I was going anyway. And Lisbon's down there. Another place I've been. Very nice city. Then I could either take a detour into Africa West, or I can follow the route around, depending which way it wants me to go, in Europe South. That one, oh, I've actually got meatballs, I think, on my train. I'm not sure if there's any sausage left. Oh. But I might be able to get rid of some of my meatballs at Porto. Anything else I wanted to do? No, off we go. Oh, I get to upgrade a Stroth. 7,500 to level up my maglev car. Level up, I do it. Let's get my money out of my caboose and see what I've done in the checklist. No, I've leveled up 1 car. I only get 50,000 for completing this whole area, so I need to earn money. I still need to level up 4 more cars. Another burst of speed going towards Porto. Another burst of speed going towards Porto. Got a lot of miles to do, and the rest of my life to do them in. I'm no longer in Europe West, am I? So this train isn't actually much good to me. I know I've just completed a job. So let me go back to this train and caboose, because it will allow me to carry more cargo at the same speed. Completed a couple of jobs, or a job, if not 2. So I'll accept that job. And I'll accept that job. I think I've just completed another job. I'll accept the quest reward. That's another job completed, and another job completed. So I can accept another 2 jobs. I'll accept that job. And that job. Okay. I swear I've never smelled anything so delicious in my life. What is that little tart? This is a pastel de nata. I had one, they're fantastic. We really have to stop hauling food cargo. I'm always tempted to snack. On to Lisbon? You've got it. Okay, let's get my bunny out of my caboose. Yes. This train will go at the same speed as the one with the British Union Jack flag on it and the moustache, but it will allow me to carry more cargo because I have no speed bonuses for Europe South. I need to go to the market, don't I? I knew I had meatballs. I'll pick up your casino chips. Oh, they sell holy water. Pasta? Tulips, that's what these flowers are. I really don't need it all, but I'm going to take it all because it's not that expensive. And I have plenty of space again. Okay. Onwards to Lisbon. And that is where I'm going to end the episode. As I'm now wandering around Europe South. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you down the track for more of Tiny Rails in the near future. Cheerio!